I'm going to discuss to you the reasons for strong agricultural protection in developed countries. The first one is the countries of the first world. The term first world originally refers to the capitalist, industrialized countries within the Western European and United States sphere of influence. Nations with the most advanced economy, highest standard of living, the most advanced technology, the greatest influence in the world. The term could also mean industrialized nations, developed countries, rich countries, or the civilized world, in contrast to the poor, underdeveloped, uncivilized, exploited nations of the so called Third World. So, the First World was characterized by prosperity and democracy and stability, high literacy rate, free enterprise, and the rule of law. They have their own law, which is the most advanced nations when it comes in technology, um, economy, and also the the leading nations in of all countries. So here are the list of first world countries, which is the member of the NATO member states. So when it comes when we say about NATO, it is the North Atlantic Treaty Organizations. It was founded in 1949. So it composes of group of 31 countries from Europe and North America that exists to protect the people and territory of its members. So the the goal of this NATO member states is to protect the people and territory of its members. So they protect them from any terrorism. Also, they protect their economy, what we call as the advanced economy, and also the technology created inside the nations of the first world. So there are the NATO member states and also the countries involved of NATO member states, which are the Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Greece, Netherlands, Germany, Norway, Italy, Portugal, Spain, USA, Turkey, and UK. For US allied, which is the Israel, Japan, South Korea, former British colonies, Australia, New Zealand, and for the neutral countries, we have the Austria, Switzerland, Ireland, and Sweden. So the second is the current countries of the second world. Second world refers to the former communist, socialist, industrial states. Today, Russia, Eastern Europe, Poland, and some of the Turk states. Example, Kazakhstan as well as China. So, the second world is the when we say about communist, no, communist or communist socialist industrial states. So they have the same political, philosophical, and economic ideology within the socialist movement. A socio-economic order centered around common ownership of the means of production and distribution. So so it means that in the second world, they have the common political and also the philosophical views of their nations. So the example of these countries is the Russia, Eastern Europe, and some of the Turk states, and as well as China. So they lead the country with a common philosophical views and also socialist movement within the nations. So the third one is the countries of the third world. The term third world was originally coined in times of the Cold War to distinguish those nations that are neither aligned with the West, NATO, nor with the East, the communist bloc. So it is really stated that the countries of the third world was excluded in NATO membership. So they are not aligned with the NATO membership. They are independent within their nations. Because it was stated that they are not aligned with the West NATO, nor the East NATO, and the communist bloc. So they are independent when it comes in economy, and also the philosophical views, and also the technological uh, improvement of their nations. So today, the term is often used to describe the developing countries of Africa, Asia, Latin America, and Oceania. So when we say developing countries, it is the country which is late when it comes to technology. They are not the one who made the leading technology in the world, where in fact they adopt those technologies within their nations, within their countries for the better improvement and for the advanced economy of their nations. So many poor nations adopted the term to describe themselves. So they describe themselves as poorer nations where there is no late technology and not advanced technology and civilized people, but more on at the time as the time goes by, they make an improvement, progressive country for the advancement of economy of their nations and also the technological views. So they compromise the developing countries which are not involved in the NATO, because they are the excluded one of the NATO members. They are disengaged those nations that align with the NATO members. So they are uh, an independent also, but they have the um, unlike the countries of the second world. It was stated that they have the same socio-political, although they have the developing countries, but they are independent also when it comes in socio-political and philosophical and also the economic ideology within the uh, nations. So that's all my topic for today, and thank you. God bless.